watch and fire. It's on the... He made it! Oh my God!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside King Track and Field Stadium. I'm Carson Watkins, joined by my good friend Ryan Walker, and tonight we got a matchup between the Huntington University Foresters and the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils. Ryan, both of these teams coming into tonight 1-1, a very even matchup. Looking at the records.
Absolutely, Carson. We have a really good matchup today. Both 1-1, like you said, and we do have a departure from Sarah Fryman, but Sam Vaughn has proven that she can lead this team.
Sam Vaughn leading in almost every statistical category. 11 points per game, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, 10 steals, second in the nation, averaging 5 a game. And this team is doing very well. 16.5 offensive rebounds per game. They're going to have to play those boards really well tonight on both sides. 74 so far on the season. This team is playing physical in the paint, Ryan.
Absolutely, Carson. We got the national anthem coming up, so we'll send it back off to you. Thank you for tuning in, and we got some women's basketball ready to go.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
This is how we like to do it.
Welcome back inside Platt Arena. So Ryan, Lawrence Tech coming into this game off of a loss against another Crossroads League opponent, St. Francis. They shot 16 for 54 from the field and 8 for 28 from three-point range. So they ended up scoring only about 53 points, and the Foresters got 75 against Cornerstone. So obviously the Foresters do have an offensive-based team, and that will come in handy.
You're absolutely right there, Carson. And Foresters came off a win in Grand Rapids against Cornerstone University, Golden Eagles out there in Michigan, and pretty impressively, 23-point win for the Foresters. So both teams going to have to be on their A game.
100%. And looking at for the Blue Devils, Karen Klein a product out of Homestead High School. Ryan, the other night she played at St. Francis, 20 minutes away from where she went to high school. Tonight she's playing 15 minutes away from where she went to high school. So she's kind of stuck in between the two, but still went to Lawrence Tech. I don't know her for her decision, but she has been very well off through the season. 50% from the field so far. Has not missed a free throw all season off of 4 attempts. That makes her number 1. She has 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 blocks for 36 points. The Foresters are going to have to, we're going to have to see who Lori Kohler decides to guard her up. Could it be Sam Vaughn? Could it be Jake Clement? She's obviously going to play outside the arc, so it's going to be really interesting to see how that works out.
Right, and as we do starting lineups here, let's get into our starting lineup. First off, we're going to start with Lawrence Tech, the Blue Devils. Number 3, Taryn Klein at guard. She's a senior from Fort Wayne, like Carson said, Homestead High School. We've got another guard, Kendall Fisher, number 12. Number 14, Kylie Beatty. 22, Julia Huey. And 32, Gabby Go.
100%. One more thing to mention real quick. Last game against the Cougars, the Blue Devils were only able to get 9 points off the bench. Erica Zook got 15 by herself. So if they're going to have to pull from the bench, it's going to be interesting to see, can they produce more momentum and get points off the bench as we get ready for the tip-off, Ryan. HU women's basketball is back at Platt Arena.
Couldn't be happier to have it back. We had a nice matchup yesterday with the men's team as they picked up a healthy victory. Now we see if the Foresters can continue that trend tonight.
So Vaughn's going to start us off here early with the ball. She sends it over. Look, Foresters moving the ball around here. Vaughn's going to drive in. She has Clement on the side. Clement goes for 3, misses it, tries to pull up her own rebound. No dice as it is recovered by the Blue Devils. Ball moved up here, missed pass. Rongos on the ground, barely keeps it in bounds and gets it off to Vaughn. Now Vaughn carries the ball up the court, has it on the side. Ball still being moved around here. Clement picks this one out, trying to find a passing lane. She sends it to Rongos. Rongos moving the ball to the top, sends it over to Vaughn, gets picked. Vaughn brings it in the paint, 10 on the shot clock. Foul, and that will give Vaughn 2.
That'll be on 22, Julia Huey.
Now, I think some viewers and HU fans might realize the name's changed, the production has not. So, in case you were confused, same person.
Great point.
Missed free throw, that was Sam Vaughn's first missed free throw of the season. Looking to capitalize. 50 seconds into this game, no points yet. Let's see if Sam Vaughn can change that here. Second one goes up, and that one will not sink either. And once again, we have Go bringing the ball up the court. Now Fisher has this one. She passes it over. Now Huey has this one. She sends it to Klein. Moves the ball in here. Beatty has this one. Gets stripped by Rongos. Rongos almost gets trapped, but finds Drake. Now Vaughn comes up again. Here comes Rongos. Rongos moving the ball around. She sends it over to Clement. Drake's moving the ball around. She sends it in the Boat. Boat's very physical. Sends it up. And she gets it in.
That was Alexandria Boat.
Like I said, Boat she's about 5'11". She's very physical in the paint. She can get the ball up and get around defenders. From deep range, good shot there. That was Huey from the 3, and now Blue Devils up 1.
Carson, I didn't know if you knew this, but Julia Huey is also from Homestead High School,
I did not
Fort
know
Wayne.
That. So apparently the Blue Devils spending a lot of time in the Fort Wayne area.
Right.
As Boat goes for another point.
Doing their best to take them away from HU.
Boat averaging 12 points on the season. Already has 4 tonight. Good double team there. Now Boat's going to patrol the paint. This one gets passed back. Fisher passes it over. Now the ball's being moved around. Klein has this one. She sends it over to Fisher. Fisher almost gets stripped by Vaughn. Vaughn takes a spill, gets right back up on defense. And that was a travel. I was about to say, I thought I saw a travel, but late call, but the Foresters do get the call indeed. It looked like she kind of took a stutter step there and just never kind of regained her balance and definitely picked up her feet. Now here comes Vaughn yet again. Low offensive production so far in this first 3 minutes, but Vaughn passes this one over to Rongos. Rongo's trying to move the ball around. She takes it herself, a long two. Vaughn tries to pick up the rebound, but it is stripped away by Klein. Now here comes Fisher yet again. Fisher sends this one over to Huey. Huey back to Klein. Little game of pass here. They're trying to move the ball, and 3-second violation.
Something to note here, Carson, you'll notice that Lawrence Tech is all wearing their masks as they are playing. They are in Michigan, where the mask mandate is a little bit more strict, where governor orders players to wear the mask during their athletic events.
Obviously a little bit different, yeah. But Bolt has this one, sends it over to Rongos. Rongos takes it herself, doesn't even hit the backboard. Vaughn tries to get it. Vaughn takes a spill, gets it up, sends it to Bolt. Into Drake. Drake from behind the back, and he misses it.
That one just rimmed out, Carson.
It did, and you saw about 3 Foresters trying to get back on defense, and it was just a little too soon. Now Klein from deep, no good. Rongos has to get another rebound. Here comes Vaughn yet again. Vaughn sends it over. Clement has this one. She tries to send it over. Now Drake has this one. She drives into the paint, gets it stripped, and here comes Fisher on a fast break, has Drake right behind her. And Drake tries to go for that one, no good, and that will be a foul.
Not sure if it was on the shot or not. I thought it looked like a block there. Looks like we have a push, so it was not on the shot.
That is true, and now we have a substitution. First substitution of the night so far. Ferris coming into this one for the Blue Devils.
Excuse me, it was on the shot. They're going to call it as we're getting 2 free throws here.
And first one missed. A little bit of struggle from the free throw line from both teams so far. I guess a little bit of trouble on offense so far. Only 7 points in 4 minutes, and now we'll make it 8 points in about 4 minutes. So Rongos inbounds this one to Vaughn.
We'll see if Fisher can kind of spark this offense, as she was the leading scorer last year for this Blue Devil squad.
Gets that one stripped again. Here it goes. Clement's gonna let that one roll, and that will be a backcourt violation. Unlucky right there for the Foresters. Clement had no other choice to pick it up, but I know sometimes the rules do differ on if it does hit. I wasn't sure if you gain possession or not. They're gonna say that the Blue Devils did not retain possession, so therefore the Foresters do get the backcourt.
I think it's whoever last touches it.
Fisher has this one, still moving the ball around. And here comes Klein. Klein moving the ball up. She sends that one over to Ferris. Now Fisher moving towards the paint. Vaughn tries to pluck that one in, not quite there. As Beatty has this one, moving it in. Harris sent that one out. Klein from the corner, no good. You know, that type of play right there is when you're playing hoops outside with your friends and you say it was just a pass, but it was clearly a missed shot.
Right.
2 points, and she might actually be credited with the assist there. Vaughn has this one, sends it over to Drake. Clement has this one. Now Vaughn yet again, moving inside the paint, gets it up there, and no good yet again. Bope has this one, and Bope with another capitalization. So Bope with all 6 points so far.
Bope using her height advantage at 6'1". Get that rebound and put it back in.
Vaughn tried to strip that one. It was taken away, but the Blue Devils retain possession. Blocked there, stripped out of the air. But the Blue Devils get it back in some kind of cluster. Bope unable to grab that rebound. There's another foul. Foresters with 2 fouls already. Definitely have to watch that from the Foresters.
That's number 30, Sierra Harris, the freshman. She comes in and automatically productive on offense as soon as she came into the game.
First one good. Giving the Blue Devils their first lead of the night. They weren't, the Foresters did not give up a lead against Cornerstone the entire game, so a little bit different. Now Erica Zook, we said it, Ryan. She had 15 points off the bench. Let's see what she does now. Vaughn takes this one, has the top of the key. That's one thing. You mentioned about losing Sarah Fryman, and that's one thing that the Foresters have definitely lost. This one goes in, no shot, as some kind of foul. It was not during the shot, but the Foresters retained possession. They will be calling a hold.
You mentioned the loss of Sarah Fryman, the All-American last year for the Foresters. She finished her career with 1,900 points, as we see on your screen there and the poster board.
Yeah, and you know, what I was going towards is that she was usually the one who brought the ball up. She controlled this offense, but Vaughn is, I mean, they are best friends. The travel is going to be called on Erica Zook. But, you know, they were best friends. They were often together. They have matching tattoos. So, you know, it's going to, obviously, she's taking her place and probably learned a few pointers. And if you,
right.
You know, I think Sam Vaughn said it best. You know, Sarah Fryman does what Sarah Fryman does, and the best does what the best does. And so it's no secret this team was going to miss her. But I think Vaughn's doing a great job so far controlling. We're going to have to see how it continues when we move into conference play. This ball being moved. That one was tipped out. Rongos had the pass stripped from her. As looks like a couple substitutions now. Clement takes a seat for the Foresters now coming into this one. We have Rouse. Rouse looking for the inbound. She sends it into Rongos. Rongos picks her foot up, watching the pivot. Now Zook has this one. Can Zook move it in? She does. She sends that one in, looking for the pass yet again, and yet a double dribble called there on the Foresters. Foresters are going to have to watch those. 2 fouls so far, a handful of errors. That's not exactly what a winning strategy this early in the game. Now Fisher's carrying this one up the court. Sends it over. Klein drives in, no good. Another rebound, and another foul called on the Foresters. That one will be on 24. So the Foresters still having to watch that and be careful with those 3 fouls so far in this first period. First throw up and no good. Looking for the second one here. Only 1 for 4 right now for the Blue Devils from the line. Looking to grab one more here. And that one, after a few, moves around, finally goes in. Now Sebo comes into this one. She's going to inbound it to Vaughn. Vaughn takes this one, calling out the play, trying to move the ball around here. Sends it over to Zook. Zook's going to drive the lane. And Zook travels now.
Another turnover.
Brings the Foresters to 5 turnovers on the night. Blue Devils also have 5, so nothing but, you know, I mean, it's only 6-9 right now. You're going to have to want to watch that. This is I said this might be a defensive battle, and that's what we've gotten so far. Klein has this one, guarded by Zook. Fisher, guarded by Vaughn. Fisher sends that one in, great pass there. And got in between the defenders and caused a foul, and that one will be on Erica Zook.
Harris is going to return to the line for the 3rd time tonight. She's already got 5 of the 9 points for the Blue Devils tonight as she tries to extend that lead.
Harris also has 3 rebounds, so she's playing quite well, and we've seen how many offensive rebounds. And that's one thing I did mention in the beginning, that the Force have been doing really good on offensive rebounds. They just haven't showed it yet tonight, and like I said, they got to be careful with their foul trouble, as that one is plucked out of the air. And here comes Vaughn yet again to control this offense. Ball moved around, tipped there, sent over, driving into the paint. Looks like Vaughn was fouled.
That'll be on Tyron Klein. It's her first foul of the game.
So that's 7 total fouls in this first period, Ryan. This game is a bit more physical than I would have anticipated thus far.
A lot of stoppages of play with turnovers and fouls.
First one up, and that one is good after going 0 for 2 for the first time. She's now 1 for 3. Let's see if she can go 500 here and get the second one and bring the Foresters within 1. Vaughn with the second one up, and it sinks 2 for 2 in that one. And now it is 8-9.
I think that's going to be an important factor for both teams here. Who can turn the ball over less, as that three won't go.
Fisher took that one early. Only about 5 seconds were gone from the shot clock, and she decided to take that one. Interesting strategy there. And there's the first timeout of the game, Ryan. This will be a great time to remind everybody at home that this broadcast is brought to you by JJ Java's and JJ's Pit Stop. JJ Java's is a locally owned coffee shop located on North Guilford Street next to the JJ's BP convenience store. They proudly serve a full line of top quality Hubbard, Craven Espressos, coffees, and teas. You can enjoy your favorite hot or cold beverage with a delicious sweet treat. They also have gift items including honey, maple syrup, jewelry, and handmade pottery. Sit with a friend or bring your laptop to work on our free Wi-Fi. Ryan, you and me have a couple classes together, and we know how crazy homework's getting right now. So if you're an HU student, you can go there, use your Forrester bucks, and receive a 25% discount. This game is also brought to you by JJ's Pit Stop. Pit Stop specializes in quick, no-appointment oil changes. They also offer a full line of preventative maintenance services for your vehicle. They service all makes and models of cars, SUVs, vans, pickup service vans. If you're busy, give them a call. They offer pickup service as well. Play continues here as Sam Vaughn has this one. Zook takes a three, and it's good. Nothing but net.
We talked about it early in the broadcast, Carson. Erica Zook coming off the bench with 15 points. Really kind of prevailed the Foresters to that 23-point win at Cornerstone, as we have a foul.
Another foul there, I think. Definitely going to watch that if we have a substitution. That's going to be something that's really interesting to look at, how the Foresters have to cope with that. It's 5 fouls right now. They're only 2 away from the bonus. So, you know, every little slip up could be foul shots and start getting away from them. Another substitution, and Vaughn's going to take her first seat of the night. She comes in for freshman Ryman. The first one sinks. It is now 10-11. Second one good, so now we are tied.
Again, I think free throws and turnovers for both teams could settle this one tonight. Whoever can do the best at both.
Euro step there, no good as Rouse took that one. And another travel from the Foresters. Definitely going to want to watch their discipline a little bit coming into the second quarter. Only 11-11 so far. Fisher moving this ball up the court now. That's a long three there, and that will sink as well. Now, that was from Mitchell on the play.
Quick point turnaround for Gracie Mitchell there, and Blue Devils putting her squad up 3.
From the corner, no good. Zook tipped that one, and it will be Blue Devils' ball. Inbound coming here to Fisher. Blue Devils get a slight first steps on the, but here comes Fisher. They're looking to extend this lead quite a bit. Mitchell has this one. And another turnover there, Ryan. You said it yourself. Lots and lots of turnovers so far, and could be a deciding factor in this game.
Whoever cleans it up first, I think, will take advantage.
Here comes Ryman at the 4. Bope has it. Foul yet again. That one will be on go. Gal, my apologies. Inbound coming here from Rouse. She sends it way to the top of the key. Bo had that one. Here comes Zook. She gets a beautiful pass into Bo. Bo sends this one up, and another 2 for Bo.
Bolt playing really well in this first quarter here, Carson.
Leads the team in points with 8. Here comes Fisher. She sends that one over to Mitchell. From deep, no good. Once again, that air ball pass everyone gets to have. Double team there, taken away. Now the Forest is in possession yet again. Foresters with a good opportunity with 44 seconds remaining to take the lead coming into the second quarter. This one gets moved up, ball being dribbled around here, sent over to Zook. Zook gets it stripped from her.
Tried to get it down there to Bope again.
Definitely did. I guess that might be a winning strategy. 1 second differential, and Fisher's going to move the ball back, and looks like the Blue Devils will be interested in taking this last shot. This one gets sent over to Huey. Huey moves the ball over. Now Klein has this one. Countdown here coming from the Forester bench. Here comes Fisher yet again, sends it over. Still do move around. Here comes Fisher from the line. No, tries to get a shot, desperation heave off, and no good. And that'll be the end of quarter one.
Forester fans, we miss you in the bleachers and the stands, but you still play a huge part in the Forester athletic story. We need your cheers and we need your support. If playing a sport mattered to you in your life, consider becoming a member of the Forester Athletics Club. You can support athletics in a general or specific sport that has significance to you. To learn more, visit huathletics.com. The next steps in Huntington University's future began as a dream. It was the vision of a team of people who believed in the mission of Huntington University and have a passion for its success. With so many dreaming together, the future is now here. It's time to take this vision public and step forward in this faith. This $40 million comprehensive campaign, which will take us to the next level as an institution impacting the lives of Foresters today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Are you ready to step forward? Visit huntington.edu/stepforward.
Thank you very much. So looking at the stats so far, you said it. Good thing is that when you're playing the quarter system, all those fouls are wiped off. But you still have to watch them. The Foresters are only one foul away from that bonus. And so they're going to have to be careful. They're going to have to watch the turnovers for both teams, actually. 7 turnovers for the Blue Devils, 8 for the Foresters. Many of those just sloppy plays like travels and you know, like sometimes with a little shove up that just was not 100% necessary. And also shooting for both teams. For the Foresters, they're only 5 for 12 from the field, and the Blue Devils are only 3 for 11. So I don't want to sound like an elementary school basketball coach here, but you have to get in the rim. You have to make sure those shots drain, or else it's just not going to happen for you. And a great steal there. Oh my goodness. Moving the ball at the field, one-on-one. The court, my apologies. And once again, another travel called, rousing disbelief.
That's 9 turnovers, Carson. 9. Another travel.
And you know, that might have been an easy 2 right there. I think she might have got a little bit panicked when she heard the footsteps behind her. This one gets moved in there. Covered her own rebound there. Mitchell did, and she pulls up for 2. Coach Kohler deciding to keep Vaughn on the bench and bring Ryman in. And I was doing a little bit of research, and Ryman, on her Twitter page, she posts videos of her box jumps, and I think she was jumping like 18-inch box jumps.
Wow, so pretty impressive.
It is incredibly impressive. So she only stands listed at 5'4", but she can still get up there and block your shot if you're not careful.
If you can jump, that height really doesn't matter at the end of the day.
100%. Once again, another inbound coming to Fisher. Fisher trying to move this ball up. I think one thing the Foresters have done very well is they have shut down Klein. And I said that was the key, one of the keys to victory for the Foresters tonight. They were going to have to shut down Klein as this one comes from the corner. Hits the top. No, they're not calling that out of bounds. And they get the travel.
I think they made up that call quite possibly, Carson, because it did hit the back. Not completely sure on the rule, but I think that would be out of bounds if it does hit the back of that net.
Yeah, I know the NAIA pretty much uses the NCAA rule book, and I'm pretty sure if it hits the back of, it might depend on situation to situation, but as far as I'm concerned. But now here, Vaughn now will finally take the court again. Vaughn with a little spin move there, gets it up at the double tap for us. Is now down 1.
That was a perfect spin move right there to get to the basket and help this Forester team crawl back within 1.
Fisher's moving this ball around. Little awkward pass there. Dribble off Huey. Driving the lane now.
That'd be an offensive foul.
Ryman took the charge with some force.
That might pump up the Foresters. It might be not. Excuse me. Might need. Might give them a power surge.
Now, here's the important thing is that the Foresters, and watch this replay right here from under the basket. She kind of moved in. She did take the stutter step, and yeah, she laid her shoulder right in to Ryman. So a great call by the official there as Vaughn has this one. Moves it into Bolt. Bolt over the rim. Vaughn grabs the rebound. Good offensive rebound there. Sends it over to Ryman. Ryman with a step back and out again.
That one was close. That would have been nasty, Carson.
100%, but Vaughn sips one out of the air, loses her footing as she tries to dive towards the bench.
Sam Vaughn has been all over the place since she came back into the game. It seems like she's just trying to provide that spark that the Foresters desperately need after turning the ball over several times.
Blink and you'll miss it, that's for sure. Coach Kohler got to be careful. She was definitely on the court there for a half second. That one, a bad pass there, right into our camera. Now Rongos is going to inbound this one to Vaughn again. But yeah, right now Klein has 0 field goals on the night, so the Foresters just really shut her down and aren't really giving her a lot of breathing room, and that's exactly what they're going to need to do. But right now they just need some points, moving the ball around. Ryman has this one. She sends it cross court to Rouse. Vaughn tries to get a one-hand layup up, just a little bit too much power. Vaughn's with another steal. That's her 12th on the season. Sends it over to Ryman. Ryman, what did I say about she got up a little bit. I told you how high she can jump.
She's a little frustrated with herself there.
But nonetheless, just missed. And I don't know if someone might have lathered up the rim tonight. Or if you've ever seen the Harlem Globetrotters, you know that. I don't know if you've ever seen that bit where they put the tempered glass over the rim.
Right.
Shaw's having trouble draining so far. Another turnover coming for the Foresters. This one gets moved up. Here comes Fisher. Missed again.
Carson, that's going to be double-digit turnovers here, and we're not even close to finishing the first half. I think that's going to be really effective throughout the game unless the Foresters can kind of calm it down and control the basketball.
Another rebound coming off of a missed shot. Right now, quite a few rebounds. 15 for that is a point for the Blue Devils, but the Blue Devils, they are in the lead, and they are leading in rebounds. They have 15 rebounds to the Foresters 9. That they'll start to add up after a while when you lose all this possession. Foul called yet again. That foul will be on Gracie Mitchell, and that will be a shooting foul. And looks like the 4 out of the 5 starters are taking a seat now.
Completely different squad. Some fresh bodies coming into the game.
That was one thing. Coach Kohler waited a little bit to put her subs in. And, like I said, Vaughn didn't start. Oh, after like 4 bounces, that one finally went in. Forrester's now down 2, but Vaughn, she sat out for just a few minutes, but then she went in. Just a couple more, I guess another minute of breathing rather helped her. This one gets sent in, and now the Foresters are down 1 yet again. Bolt now takes a seat. Drake guarding Landgolf. Landgolf still moving the ball around. She sends that one over to Klein.
Good defense by the Foresters here right now.
Great defense by the Foresters. I really like this man-to-man defense that they play. It's working quite effectively. Good pick there as that one goes deep. Misses the shot clock. But Coach Kohler looking for the call there. She's not going to get it, and now with a fresh 30 seconds, the Blue Devils still in possession. This one gets moved around. Landgolf sends that one over to Klein. Klein sends it over to Beatty. Rongos tries to strip that one out of the air and gets it. Now Vaughn grabs that rebound, moving the ball up the court now, sends it in to Rongos. Rongos for 2, and the Foresters are back in the lead as a timeout is called. And we will take it with them. We'll be back here momentarily on FDN Sports.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
And welcome back inside Platt Arena. Coming out of the timeout, the Foresters up 1. Blue Devils clearly taking that timeout to attempt to, this one goes long. Rongos recovers that rebound after being tipped around momentarily. Coming up the court now is the Foresters. Vaughn passes that one into Drake. Drake sends it one to Robrick. Vaughn takes this one, and there's going to count a foul. It will count. That foul will be on Randolph.
Carson, the Foresters has had two in a row very good defensive possessions, and it's resolved into at least 4 points right now. If she makes a free throw here, it'll be 5, which is a huge turnaround because it could put the Foresters up by, it's just going to be 3 there, but 4-point swing for the Foresters right there.
Keeps it up. Good job by Vaughn there to attack the basket and try to get in between that one and force a turnover. The ball being moved around here. Long 3, way over the hoop, and loose ball foul is going to be called on Robrock. Only 1 foul for hers, so she has a couple to give. That was I said the Foresters were going to have to watch their foul troubles. That was their first one. And, well, I might have spoke too soon.
Yeah, you might have jinxed him there, Carson. Way to go.
Those announcer things really get to you sometimes.
I had a bad one. I think Connor Platt had 21 in a row free throws made, and I jinxed it. I say he's got 20. He's perfect this season. Missed the next one. Yep. So sorry about that, Connor.
Ball with the strip, bringing it up. A spin move. Tries to get it around. Did not hit the rim. Shot clock continues. Clement's trying to cause a loose ball.
Gonna be a jump ball.
Yeah, she was trying to cause that jump ball. They waited quite a while to call it, but the Foresters retained possession. Good job by Clement there. That was some high IQ basketball. Notice that you had the possession arrow, and just you saw the ball was on the ground. Just get on it and just retain possession that way. Inbound coming to Rock. Vaughn has this one. Good side pass over Rongos. Rongos from the top of the key gets it in. Now the Foresters are chopping.
That's a great shot there by Rongos there to get outside by the free throw line and take a nice easy jumper.
Ball still being moved around here. Good pass over to Beatty. Ball being moved in here, and another foul called. Yeah, I better speak quiet. My announcer jinx is really starting to haunt me now.
Way to go, Carson.
I know.
We'll see Sebo come into the game.
Good call by Coach Kohler. As Rob Rock did have 2 fouls already. Definitely need to protect her if you're going to need her in these final 2 minutes of the half. Ball still being moved around here. Sent over. Long ball, long 2 there. Goes in. And the Blue Devils bring it within 3. Drake has this one. Still being moved around. Drake with a awkward shot there. Hits the front of the rim. Stays in bounds. Now here comes Fisher. Fisher moving the ball up the court. She sends it over to Klein. Still being moved around. Sent in here. Gets it up. Hits the rim. Rongos grabbed the rebound. Some sort of loose ball foul will be called. And the Foresters retain possession.
That one's going to be on Mitchell. who leads all scorers with 11. We'll
She
see
has-
if Blue Devils will sub her out to try to protect her now.
She does have 2 fouls on the game so far. Like you said, leading scorer, definitely have to be careful. Clement has this one, sends it over to Rongos. Rongos trying to move the ball around, sends it over to Drake. Drake with a bounce pass into Vaughn, off top of the rim, loose ball, and the Blue Devils retain possession. Fisher has this one at the top of the key, sends it over. Ball still being moved around here. Kicked over to Klein. Klein takes this one, trying to move it in, gets it around. Fisher from the three-point line, no good.
That was a deep three.
Loose ball, and they're going to call a foul. I believe that will be on. That was on Jay Clement.
That'll be Clement there.
Wasn't quite sure. It looked like she might have tripped. I don't know if she tripped her, if that's what they thought they saw. Coach, I do know one thing though, is Coach Kohler is not arguing it. So if she agreed, so
She wasn't happy with something.
yeah, you would know.
Yeah.
In a hurry.
Yep.
You wouldn't have to wait too long. First one goes down, second one up, and that one's good too. Now the Blue Devils within one. Ball being moved up court now. Vaughn calling out the plays now. Vaughn looking a little bit confused. Looks like the play. Ron goes with another early shot there. Fisher waiting for the inbound pass, getting a little bit of instructions from her coach. 2:05 remaining, and a crucial 2:05, especially with how tight this game has gone.
We said that from the beginning, Carson, that this game, who knows who's going to win it. There's no serious contender for that spot. Pretty even matchup so far.
Fisher has this one. She picked it up.
Lawrence Tech picking up a lot of turnovers now. It'll be their 14th turnover on the carry there. Foresters and Carson, I don't mean to jinx it, so hopefully me saying this doesn't jinx it, but they do still only have 10 turnovers. We haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah.
So we'll see if I ruin that.
Yeah, don't blame me this time. Drake has it at the top to the side of the key, sends it over from deep. No good, and another rebound for the Blue Devils. And another travel from Fisher.
15 turnovers on the game.
So Fisher will take a seat as Landgolf comes back into this one. Interesting call there, knowing there's definitely a size difference there. So wondering who's going to take Fisher's place. It's going to see him that's going to develop here. It's going to be interesting to see. Now Sebo moves one around to Rongos, and Rongos called. Didn't quite see what it was, but turnover.
Yeah, turnover. Wasn't directly at me, so we're good.
Yep. I think 2 possessions gone by.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
So Landgolf will take the duty of controlling the offense right now. Ball being moved around. Ball still being moved up here. Klein tries to get that one in there. Gonna be the offensive rebound, and that will give the Blue Devils the lead with 35 seconds, 10-second differential right now. So the Foresters are unable to be able to take the last shot. Vaughn taking this one. She's gonna let it tick down a little bit. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 7 seconds remaining. She gets a call from Coach Kohler. Goes with the pick. And they're going to call Sebo for the pick and an illegal screen, I believe. She did make like a Reggie Miller-esque kind of bump with it, so.
I think they called it on number 3, Rongos, actually. I'm not sure, though.
Perhaps. So now with 12 seconds remaining, shot clock is dead. Landolf takes this one. She sends it over. Landolf trying to look for something, sends a desperation heave out, takes a spill, no good. And at the half, it is 24-23. Blue Devils in command, and we'll be back here momentarily for some halftime analysis.
What does it mean to impact your community? As a broadcast media major at Huntington University, you'll explore that question and uncover the heart of storytelling. Tell real-life stories of the world around you from day one and uncover why it matters to the campus, community, and beyond. It could be in our live TV studio through our award-winning newscast, broadcasting home athletic events, or running HU's very own radio station. You'll have the opportunity to use industry standard equipment from 4K cameras to instant replay to better prepare you for a future career. In addition to foundational courses, you'll have the chance to specialize in church media, corporate media, news, or marketing and sales. Or spend your last summer interning in one of America's largest cities, Phoenix, Arizona. In this one-of-a-kind opportunity, you'll have a home base at Huntington University's Arizona Center for Digital Media as you launch into professional opportunities catered toward your area of interest and enjoy the sunshine in the process. Your professional network begins as soon as you become a Forester. Broadcast media majors at HU have a long-standing history of success in the job market. You'll be connected with alumni who have gone before you, not to mention all of your professors have industry experience. You've been given a gift. Why not use it to impact your world for Christ? Huntington University Broadcast Media. Real life stories, real world experiences. Impact your community.
I am Dr. Fred Miller. I am the Department Chair of Kinesiology and also an exercise science professor at Huntington University. Huntington University is unique as far as they get a lot of one-on-one attention from the professor. You know, helping them learn the information or helping them minister a test, whereas some universities, you don't get that one-on-one from the professors. One of our themes focuses is on being a Christian and trying to be a good role model for others. We're here, we really care about the student and want to see that student succeed, not just preparing them for their future career, but also we want to prepare them to be a servant for God. Huntington University, we have a lot of equipment that students will get an opportunity to use and experience. Some of the equipment we have include a bod pod, which is very famous. We also have other interesting equipment that students will get to use. That equipment includes a VO2 max, a metabolic cart system. There's also a lot of equipment including other health measures. Students will get plenty of opportunity to learn how to use all this equipment, and they will get administering it to other students. Oftentimes students who get an undergraduate degree in exercise science will go on to physical therapy school, or even they will go on to physician assistant school. And then also another common career path for students is to become a strength conditioning specialist and mainly work with athletes. Exercise science is a degree where students will gain a lot of knowledge about health, but having someone that has the knowledge and experience to help an individual to get fit, to get healthy is important. And students at Huntington University, they learn about knowledge that's credible and that's important for students to have so they can help these individuals.
Everything has a beginning, a moment where a dream becomes an idea, and an idea a creation. Cutting-edge creators are engaging in the ever-changing medium of digital media. But one thing never changes, and that's story. We are storytellers. Whether it's on set, in the lab, or in the field, we are always looking to understand the heart of society and explore the depths of human nature. The goal is to make captivating, moving narratives that the world will want to view and cherish. But the journey to that goal is vital. Where you learn and how you learn makes all the difference. Every great movie or broadcast has a creative body working behind it. And those artists and technicians had to learn, had to start somewhere. They needed a place to tap into their passions and train in their craft. Digital media is a living, breathing thing, consisting of a network of moving parts. Different skills are necessary for a healthy creative body. Some skills you may not have even heard of yet. And without each of those individual breathing parts, we would look and sound a whole lot like this. We need you. In Huntington University's Digital Media Arts Department, you get your hands on equipment from day one. You don't have to wait a few years to get in the studio or get on a set. In your first year, in your first semester, you'll work in supporting roles on underclassmen projects and even get to develop your own stories. So, you want to operate the Red? We can do that. Want to learn how to use a Cintiq? We got you covered. How about anchoring a live TV studio? Yeah, we got one of those too. You may not have a clear plan in mind, or may not know what your interests are yet, but your years at Huntington are time for self-discovery and to embrace your passions. One thing's for sure, the professors are always a source of encouragement and ongoing advice, who more than anything want to see you succeed and grow in those passions. You may be missing home, but rest assured, you always have a family to turn to in this department. Not only does the program grow your technical and artistic side, but it also pushes you to seek truth and grow in your walk with Christ. The power of story itself derives from Jesus. Our artistic skills and visions can be a most meaningful form of worship. The real world starts before that diploma is handed to you. You have opportunities to build up your demo reels, travel for your craft, and work with clients. We prepare you for a life in LA if you choose, possibly a career at DreamWorks, or maybe you work for a professional sports network. Our students are putting out good work and showcasing it to the world. We attend a number of conferences, festivals, and competitions each year. I'll let our awards speak for themselves. And get this, 93% of our graduates are working or in grad school. So this goes out to all the storytellers, dreamers, and artists out there looking for a place to call home the next 4 years while honing their creative minds and skills. So what do you say? Are you in?
It's on the... He made it! Oh my God!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back inside Platt Arena. I'm Carson Watkins, joined by Ryan Walker. First half is finished, Ryan. 23-24. The Blue Devils are in the lead by 1. And Ryan, we said it very well. That very first half was defined by the turnover and by the fouls. Lots of fouls, lots of turnovers, some of them incredibly sloppy. Ryan, what did you see this first half?
Carson, I saw a lot of sloppy basketball, and we saw 15 turnovers by the Blue Devils, and that has proven to be kind of the key factor in the game, as the score is close, and I think whoever cleans it up the best in this half is going to win the game.
I think that definitely will be something that is addressed in the locker room on both sides of the ball right now.
Absolutely.
But we're seeing a lot of passes that are kind of awkward, ill-advised shots from both sides of the ball, and
a lot of this going on.
A lot of traveling. So I think all of that will have to be cleaned up coming up here. But let's focus on the positives, Ryan. We're not doomers here.
Right.
But so right now, Rongos playing quite well, has a handful of points. Alexandria Bope with a couple points so far. She's been playing very well in the paint, blocking quite well. And Sam Vaughn, we said it really well. She plays great basketball. She's all over the court. You blink and you miss her.
Right.
And for defensive side, they shut down Klein. That's what they needed to do. They had to shut down Klein. She barely has any points. She's definitely not leading in points. Right now, Mitchell has 11 points.
Mitchell is leading all
so
scores.
They're going to have to watch her for the second half. That's going to be an adjustment in Coach Kohler's game plan. But she's playing quite well. But right now, like you said, 18 total fouls. I'm going to say 28 total turnovers. That's very sloppy, like you said.
Yes.
They're going to have to clean that up, and you said it best, Ryan. Whoever cleans it up first will end up winning this matchup. And so, Ryan, what do you see from the Blue Devils that you like so far?
Of course, I don't like the turnovers here, but I think Gracie Mitchell has kind of commanded the offense today, and I really like that, and I think they need to keep going to her in the second half. And same for the Foresters. I think you got to have somebody like an Erica Zook off the bench to have to just produce some scoring for the Foresters and provide a spark.
Absolutely.
Vaughn's going to have somebody else do it as well.
Absolutely. Both with 10 points right now leading the team. Vaughn goes with 3 rebounds. That's been another thing. That's been a lot of great. I kind of praised him in the pregame show. A very good offensive rebound for the first 2 games. That has vanished. They're getting a lot of rebounds, a lot of tips. So I think you said it best. This is a game that's going to have to be cleaned up in the second half if you want victory. But both teams are returning to the floor, so we'll have to see what happens. Stay tuned, everyone. Carson Watkins, my boy Ryan Walker, will be back here in a little bit.
It's hard not to have faith and to be close to God when you're out there hours on end pushing your body to its limits. We try to provide a lot of opportunities for the kids to spend time together in a constructive and meaningful way through study hall groups, devotional series, and then our practices. Huntington University is really unique in the fact that on the cross-country team, we have resources and experience and knowledge that no other NEI school has for sure. I can guarantee that.
The biggest thing that has shocked me about the program is the appeal the program has across the country. We recruit kids and get kids from all over. We've had kids from Florida, Maryland, Hawaii, California, Washington. We've got several recruits coming up from Texas and Louisiana. Men's team, women's team, it doesn't matter. Everybody is really a close-knit type group. If they do fall behind in classes, they absolutely have to come to us, find them tutors. We'll find somebody on the team that can help them with classes, and we will make any and all necessary things and adjustments for them to catch up on their studies. Any player that's gone through this program in the past is just as much part of our family group now as they were when they bowled. And that's something that's really special and different about our program from a lot of other programs.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
This is how we like to do it.
and gentlemen, and welcome inside Platt Arena for the second half of this basketball game. Blue Devils ahead by 1, 24-23, and they will take the ball first. Ball being moved around here. Klein has this one, gets almost stripped away by Vaughn. Ball moving up here. Huey passes this one over. Bastie starts the scoring off early. So now early up 3 is the Blue Devils. Now one thing, Ryan, isn't Blue Devils a little bit of an interesting name for a Christian school?
Yeah. I could see that.
Longo sends this one into Vaughn. Vaughn with a turnaround off the rim. Both tries to go that one.
Have a little bit of a Duke Blue Devils look to them.
100%. I do like the black on blue jerseys.
I do like it too.
So now, Coach Kohler's going to take a timeout early and much needed because, wow, what a start. But before we address that, we want to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by Huntington University. The next steps at Huntington University's future began as a dream. It was a vision of a team of people who believed in the mission of Huntington University and have a passion for its success. With so many dreaming together, the future is now here. It is time to take this vision public and step forward in faith with this $400 million comprehensive campaign, which will take us to the next level as an institution, impacting the lives of Foresters today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Are you ready to step forward? If so, visit huntington.edu/step forward. Now, Ryan, wow. What a start for the Blue Devils. We were just talking about their uniforms, and they scored 6.
Right. Right. And Carson, I think by the end of this, we will have 40 million turnovers. It is 40 million.
I hope not. That'd be very sad. But Vaughn takes this one, moves the ball around. Rongos takes this one. She's going to send it in. Off the rim yet again. This one's going to roll around. Fisher saves that one for going in bounds. Fisher moves it up the court. Side pass there. Gets this one up.
That was a good pass.
It was a great pass. But, 5 points just to start off the half. And that's exactly how they wanted to start. The Foresters still not being able to start playing offensively. Bobes takes this one, not there. That's kind of what I said, Ryan. You have to use those shots. She had about 20 seconds left on the shot clock. You have time to kind of move the ball around and find your shot. Stepped out of bounds there. So now the Foresters have this ball. Lots of encouragement coming for the home fans. Vaughn takes this one, sends it over to Drake. Drake moves the ball, sends it in the boat. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Moves the ball around to Vaughn. Vaughn tries to save that one. Did not want to go face first into the bleachers, so she decided to back off of it. And another turnover, Brian.
Another empty possession for the Foresters.
And like I said, those are adding up right now.
They are.
If at worst, if the Blue Devils score on this, they'll be 8 points down, and after being 1 point down coming to the half. So they're going to have to start playing defense and start being a little bit more careful on offense. Ball still being moved around here. Klein inside, foul. Foul going to be on Deja Drake. That's her second of this quarter so far.
Blue Devils shot pretty good. 8 for 12 at the line last half.
Klein with the first one up, and that one sinks. She's going to go for the second one here. Second one up, and good. So now the Foresters are down 8. This offensive production is going to have to come quickly. They cannot afford many more of those empty possessions. This ball still being moved around here. Rongos has this one over to Bope. Rongos yet again, missed shot, and stripped away yet again.
It seems to be Rongos' favorite shot there is one right just off the side of the free throw line.
100%. This one gets sent in. And the Foresters are down 10 as Coach Kohler takes that second timeout. Wow, Ryan, what a start. What a start for the Blue Devils. Foresters have yet to get a point in this first 2 minutes and 22 seconds. So not the start Coach Kohler wanted it on. I'm imagining that's about to be said in this huddle, among other things. And Ryan, I think you said it, you know, Broncos is like going to take that shot from the top of the key. I think they're going to start moving the ball around a little bit more. They're going to have to move the ball around and just, they have time. It's not like this game's out of reach yet.
Right, they're going to have to spread it out, I think, a little bit. The inside shots just aren't working right now. Maybe we can get someone to shoot from beyond the arc. Hit a couple threes here and there. Get them back in the game, have some fire. That always seems to do the trick.
100%. Now Vaughn takes this one into. So this is a possession that matters quite a bit, Ryan. Points here could spark something. As Bope takes this one, she's going to try to drive it in, gets a little shoulder into that one. Missed shot again. Vaughn tries to grab the rebound, not there.
Took her time on that one, but I think she wanted to be a little bit closer to the basket on that one, but missing nonetheless.
Gal has this one, moving the ball in. Fisher with a good pass to the side of the key. Long two there, no good. So now the Foresters have yet another opportunity here to spark something. And a long pass intended for Clement goes nowhere.
Foresters still looking for those second half points. Haven't been turning the ball over too much. It's been more so just missing a couple shots here and there.
Ball still being moved around here. Fisher has this one, moving it over. Gets pass off there to Huey and stripped away.
Got numbers. For a second.
Yeah, Clement might have waited just a little bit too long. And now the Blue Devils up 12.
That's a nice shot there by Fisher.
It was a great shot by Fisher. Now another crucial possession coming for the Foresters. I've seen the Foresters come back before. Vaughn takes this one, gets it in. That one will count.
That's going to help.
I think a three-point play would be, they are down 10, but a three-point play could be special here. So she took this one in. She did. It could have been almost a charge, but she was in the arc. A couple substitutions coming in now as Gala takes a seat, as does Huey. So chance for a three-point play here.
You see Ryman come in.
Ryman comes in for Clement.
See if they can provide a spark for this Forester offense.
First one, only free throw being missed right there, so opportunity for a three-point play. But the Foresters do have the possession arrow for one, and for two, it's 25-35. So if they can get a stop here, they can start inching their way back into this game. Ball being moved in here. Above, offensive rebound for, almost an offensive rebound, but not quite there.
I think we're going to have to see a surge from Vaughn here if Foresters want to come back right now.
From three-point range, Foresters almost kept possession of it.
She wants to take a seat there next to our game day staff. Nico Davitt wanted to say hi.
Ball being moved up here by Fisher. Fisher sends this one over to Beatty. Beatty looking for anything. She sends it over to Mitchell. Mitchell goes up for it. And the Foresters get an offensive rebound, or defensive rebound. Gets this one in, ball with a turnaround, grabs two! And that's the spark they need. The bench is up, the bench is clapping. This is exactly what they need, but down then the defensive stop is crucial. Beatty has this one. Beatty sent that one over to Fisher. Fisher's gonna drive in, taken away by Raymond. Ryman, my apologies. Ryman's coming up the floor, sends it over to Vaughn. Bounce pass there, did tip off the Blue Devils, so the Foresters end the fast break.
That was a nice yank by Ryman right there to turn the ball over and get the Foresters possession that they desperately need.
Ryman gonna send this one in. She sends a good pass into Vaughn. Good strip there away. That one was Beatty. Beatty sends it over. Here comes Fisher. Fisher takes it on the left side of the court. Guarded by Ryman. I like this matchup here. They're both similar in stature and height. I think it's a good matchup for both players. The ball being moved in here. Ryman from offensive rebound coming. Awkward shot. Now the Foresters finally grabbed it. That's Gambrel. Shot does not count, but the Foresters do retain possession off of the foul from Beatty. Couple substitutions now, but a crucial inbound pass here. A 3 right here would put the Foresters within 5, but 6 is a lot better where they were. This one gets hit off. Ryman takes this one, 30 more seconds on the clock. Ryman's going to drive in. Here it comes from 3 from deep off the rim. Vaughn going for the rebound. Ryman grabs it again. That's what we need to see from the Foresters. Over to Vaughn from deep. Finally sinks it. My apologies.
Got it.
That was actually Sebo on the shot.
Starting to come back here a little bit, Carson.
And
we're going to have a timeout. It's getting a little lively in here.
Definitely what the Foresters needed big time. And real quick during this timeout, we want to remind you this broadcast is brought to you by the Huntington University Athletics. Fans, we miss you right now in the bleachers and stands, but you still play a huge part in the Forester athletic story. We need your cheers and we need your support. If playing a sport mattered to you in your life, consider becoming a member of the Forester Athletic Club. You can support athletics in general or a specific sport that had significance to you. To learn more, visit huathletics.com. So Ryan, exactly what we said needed to happen. There needed to be a spark off the bench. There needed to be points being scored. It's been a half of run so far. 3:46 remaining. 2 huge runs have determined the second half. So now the Foresters are down 5 after going on a 7-0 run after a 11-0 run from the Blue Devils. Mitchell inbounds this one. She sends it over to Fisher. Fisher's moving the ball around. Tries to cross Vaughn over. Was Klein. That one gets sent away. And another turnover for the Blue Devils. Foresters could capitalize on this, Ryan. Well, I guess Foresters could capitalize on this. I think they need to capitalize on this turnover.
I think they do too. I think this is a perfect opportunity here in the third quarter to do just that. Make sure the game doesn't go out of reach. It's just within 5. Very possible.
Ball being moved around here. Vaughn has it. She sends it over to Sebo. Ryman has this one. Ryman drives in, gets fouled. Ooh, and after 2 bounces, does slip, but that's 2 shots for her.
Still going to work though, Carson. Getting as many chances as you can to score. Very important here.
Substitution now. Beatty comes back. Kylie Beatty comes back into this one. And that was the 3rd foul there for Gow. So Raymond's going to take this first shot here. Sends it up, and that first one is good. Now the Foresters within 4 on an 8-0 run. So a couple situations here. 2 of them good for the Foresters. Raymond's going to send the second one up. And that was option C. Grabbing 2 shots and continuing play now down 3. I guess the best option would have been a miss and a putback, but I guess within 3 now, good spot for them to be. Klein has this one. Vaughn tipped that one. Does go out of bounds, but did stop the momentum.
Good green, make steal.
Inbound coming from Beatty. Beatty looking to send this one into Landolf. Can't get there. Klein has this one. Beatty has it. She sent that one over. Ball being moved around here. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Couple steps and a good Euro step there. Will give.
It's a good answer by the Blue Devils there. What the Foresters are bringing to heat right now. See if they can continue.
Vaughn has this one. This is the offensive production that we wanted to see. Vaughn tries to get a turnaround there.
Yep.
Like I said, just a little bit too early. Just a little sporadic pass. Inbound coming here.
Carson, that'll be 17 turnovers for the Foresters, which trails by 2 to Lawrence Tech's 19.
Landgolf has this one. She sends it over. Beatty has it, sends it over to Klein. Klein looking for it. Klein moving the ball around, dribbling it out a little bit. 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Blue Devils certainly not preserving clock. Moved around here, gets a shot off last second, and a good basket there with 1 second remaining on the shot clock. And now the Blue Devils are taking command a little bit. Vaughn has this one, moving it up court, sends it back. Early shot there. That one drains.
Wow.
Sebo took that one. Now the Foresters within 4.
Sebo starting to heat up behind the arc.
I think that's exactly the spark the Foresters needed. But now the game is picking up in tempo quite a bit. This ball being moved around here. Klein has it, still being moved around here. Landgolf has this one, gets the pick. Ball from 3, no good, and Vaughn with the rebound.
Here we go.
Vaughn moving it up court, tries to go around here to Sebo. Ryman's going to try to drive this one in. Sebo from deep again.
Another 3.
A little bit ill-advised, and great
Nice
save there.
Save.
And the Foresters can't quite capitalize it. 30 seconds remaining, foul for...
And the Foresters needed to take care of that one underneath the basket here.
Good effort by Vaughn, though. The play looked like it was over. A lot of Foresters were accepting the fact that was going out of bounds. She did. That's a leader right there. She saw the ball. It was bouncing relatively slow. A lot of Foresters just backed off of it, but she called out. It's like, hey, I have this. First one up and good. So now the Foresters within 3.
She'll make up for it if she makes the second way here, but just missing that one as you see on your screen. Then missing the other one.
Goes up.
She'll make up for it.
2 for 2 now. That brings the Foresters to 7 for 11 on the night in free throws. So, you know, those free throws will be deciding, especially with the amount of turnovers. So, now Foresters within 2. So from down 10 to down 2, a huge improvement for the Foresters, Ryan. Ball being moved around here. Under a minute remaining. Klein from deep. No good. Offensive rebound and a foul called on the Foresters. That will be on Erica Zook for a shove. Beatty will take this first one. Sends it up. No good. First one missed. That'll bring the free throws to 10 to 15. So they are shooting well from the line. Second one missed, tipped out. Foresters thought they might have got a hand on it, so they do decide. 45 seconds remaining. Can the Foresters go into the third quarter with a lead? Ryman has this one. She gets fouled. She tries to hit the shot. It did not sink. It will be a reach-in foul. And the Foresters are looking for a shooting foul, but it's actually it will be a shooting foul. Okay. First one coming here. Dead silent in Platte Arena. Off the first bounce, no good. So
sometimes the silence can be a little tricky.
Yeah.
When you're up there, a little counterproductive.
Just depends on, I guess, your mentality, and I think you see that a lot, especially both of them missed, by the way. Foul, lucky break for the Foresters. They do retain possession, but you kind of see it when you watch, D1 college basketball, the student sections that sit behind the hoop and have signs and distraction elements. But dead silence, it might just be kind of creepy as well. So I guess it just depends on how you feel about it. Foresters must be working with a bonus, not showing on the scoreboard. First one missed. So that brings the Foresters to 8 to 15. So a handful of those being made. The Foresters are looking at a very different ball game. Second one, that one finally goes in after 3 attempts. 4th time the charm, this time for the Foresters.
That's what I was trying to capitalize earlier in the first half. The free throws can really decide a game. I mean, the Foresters would be up if they just made 3 of those. So it could be very important as Vaughn tries to get the turnover there.
Vaughn goes into
Lau's throw.
The scorer's table. But like I said, good effort from her. I was known in my YMCA basketball days to be a diver for the ball, but I think that's one thing that we need to work with in the NAIA, and even in I guess all levels of college basketball.
Wow.
Is three-pointer train there. That gives 10 seconds remaining here. Vaughn's gonna move this one up. Vaughn tries to drive in. She's gonna take it. The no foul called there. Surprising no call. Vaughn for the corner, no good. Like I was saying real quick, is that, when you look at college basketball, you don't really get that spacing you had in high school most of the time. It's a lot more cramped sometimes. So definitely you see Vaughn's effort, but sometimes it's just not enough room. But Ryan, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by JJ Javas. Can you tell us what they're all about?
Absolutely, Carson. And JJ Java is a locally owned coffee shop located on North Guilford Street, next to the JJ's BP convenience store. They proudly serve a full line of top quality Hubbard and Craven's espresso coffees and teas. You can enjoy your favorite hot or cold beverage with a delicious sweet treat. They also have gift items including honey, maple syrup, jewelry, and handmade pottery. Sit with a friend or work on your laptop on our free Wi-Fi. NHU students can use their Forester Bucks and enjoy a 25% discount as well. Now, Carson, I know that you were talking about earlier, maybe we could go do that. We have a test coming up on Friday in the same class, but I think Abdul and I are going to do that instead. So sorry, I'm going to have to take him up on the offer.
That hurts a little bit, I'm not going to lie.
I don't know if you can hear me up there running the main camera, doing an excellent job up there, but we talked about that in our last night's broadcast.
If I would have watched, I would have.
Yeah, you could have texted in or something, say, hey, I'm calling it.
Okay, but I'm a little hurt, but I guess we have a basketball game to call right now. We can address that afterwards.
We'll do it next week, maybe.
First of all, one thing we need to focus on is the Lawrence Tech offensive attack last quarter. It was very good. They came off to an early 11-0 run, and it might be deciding in this low-scoring game, Ryan. Zook moves this ball around from deep. Another good one. Wow. Give that girl a fire boost. Sebo from deep again. Forester's down 1. Fisher has this one. Moves the ball around. Clayton looking for the pass inside. Not going to get it. This ball still being moved around here. Foul call.
To travel.
Big opportunity here for the Foresters.
They could take the lead here, Carson, as Sebo hits her 3rd 3 of the night. She's on fire. Freshman coming off the bench in a huge role tonight. We talked about that, Carson. You and I brought up the point that Erica Zook, as she fires that one, as Erica Zook came off the bench last game in the 23-point victory with 15 points. Today it's Sebo coming off the bench and producing for the Foresters.
One thing to mention that will become a factor as time ticks down. Coach Kohler wisely picked 2 timeouts early to stop the Lawrence Tech offensive momentum, but now she has 2 left in 9 minutes. So, hopefully it won't come back to bite her too hard. And another
travel
call for Klein.
22 turnovers. There's too many T's in that sentence.
Inbound coming here to Vaughn. Vaughn takes this one. Sebo's with the pick. Zook at the top of the key, moves it around. Sends it over to Ryman. Wide open from deep, no good. Vaughn, no one almost grabbed it. That bounced it out 6 times. Vaughn playing some good shutdown defense there. Ball still being moved around. Fisher has this one from deep yet again. Hits it over the backboard. So that, I guess that does clarify the rule of it. It does go completely over the backboard.
Oh, yeah. I think what we were talking about before is if it touches the top of it. I know if it hits the front of the backboard there, that, of course, is going to retain possession, keep playing. But
Sebo inbounded that one to Vaughn. Vaughn doing a good job controlling the offense so far. Ryman from deep quickly. The Foresters are back in the lead. What a good turn of events for the Foresters, but the Blue Devils are in striking distance still.
Raining threes in the second half for the Foresters. Carson, can we see more of this?
Right now, Vaughn with 10 points on the night. Sebo in a foul call, non-shooting, so will retain possession. That foul. That was on Graham Bell.
Carson, that's going to be 4 fouls on Connor Gramble, the sophomore that transferred in from Old Dominion University, Division I program. That might hurt a little bit as we'll have to take her out. Less than 8 minutes to go here.
Klein almost had that one stripped. She does have a foul to give, so if the Foresters doing to bring her in, Vaughn with the strip, picks it up. Chargers, they have numbers, looking for something, sends it over. Quick shot there, and another one's made.
I'm really impressed with Vaughn. Whenever she's going down the court, she's looking at the best available option, whether that's her taking the shot or if it's somebody else taking the shot. She noticed that she couldn't get it and the person in front couldn't get it, so she looked around, stopped, and got that one to Zook, who was open, hit the shot.
I agree 100%. She's an incredibly unselfish player.
Absolutely.
She charges towards the benches. We've seen her grab rebounds. We've seen her grab balls that were almost out of bounds, and it didn't seem like anybody else was going to grab them. We've seen her take passes. Right now, she's leading.
She has 5 assists.
She has 10 points. 6 assists, actually.
6, yes.
My computer must have updated for a quick second faster than yours did. And 7 rebounds. What a versatile player. This is exactly what you need. And as a timeout, she's still chugging water. I mean, she's obviously tired, but she's playing well. And if the Foresters win tonight, she's going to obviously earn a lot of credit.
Right, and she's getting a lot of help from her teammates, and that's something we were a little concerned about coming into this year with the departure of Fryman. It's going to be Vaughn's team, but who's going to step up? Well, we had Sebo step up, Bope stepped up. Zook hit a couple shots. Ryman has had some significant minutes as well. See who else can help step up. 7:20 left to go.
Fisher takes this one, moves it into the paint, moves the ball around, no good. Bope. A foul
It's gonna be a foul
on Bope. A push foul.
I'm not sure where that came from, but
first one up, no good. The only ones. The Foresters got to break. They are down 2. If you watch this replay, never mind.
yeah, we got hoops to watch.
Ball being moved around here. Bope has this one. Ryman from 3, no good. Vaughn grabs the rebound. That's another one for her. That's 8 on the night. Whistle sounds. Shot clock must have not have continued. So the Foresters get to inbound the ball.
Yeah, it looks like we had a problem with the shot clock. They adjusted it to 15 seconds. It was sitting at 25.
Shot clock does roll now. Vaughn looking to move the ball around. Good drive in there. What a drive there from Zook.
That's going to put a charge into this one. Erica Zook scoring from all ends of the floor here in the 4th quarter.
Ball being moved. Fisher takes this one. Blue Devils down 4 yet again. Ball being moved around just a little bit here. Vaughn picks that one away. Another steal for her on the year. Sends it over to Ryman, a little bit behind her back. Slows the offensive momentum, but this gives him a chance to. And here comes Sebo, left all alone. Short pass, goes across. Bope takes this one. 2 offensive rebounds, and the Foresters strike again.
Like how you added short pass in there again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, bro, it was totally a pass. Don't worry.
Yep. The fake shot pass.
I've used that one a couple times.
Yep.
I gotta admit it. I mean, you played me in 101. You know how I shoot.
Oh, I sure do. And I took that victory.
Yes, we did. I'm willing to admit it.
undefeated against you.
Vaughn takes this one from deep. Good again! On fire, NBA Jam style. The Foresters are commanding up 9 now. They were down 10 just about 10 minutes ago, Ryan. What a turn of events. And the Blue Devils take a timeout. And while the Foresters are on fire, we'll take a short commercial break, Ryan. For 53-44, Foresters in the lead.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
And welcome back inside Platt Arena. Ryan, we talked about the Foresters were struggling offensively. No longer. 53-44, 5:28 remaining. Blue Devils with only one timeout remaining. This is exactly the Foresters needed. They are on fire.
And they'll need to stay on fire for just a little bit longer if they want to pull away with this victory.
Fisher takes this one. Klein has it at the top of the key. Looking at the ball around here. From deep, and Fisher capitalizes quickly.
Carson, I think if the Blue Devils want to come back, I was just going to make the point that Fisher and Klein have only combined for 5 points tonight. Now that's 8 points with that 3 from Fisher, but 2 of their leading scorers need to produce a little bit more here tonight.
Both took that one off of a beautiful assist from Sarah. So now Fisher has this one. Foresters up 8 from deep again. No good. Vaughn cannot grab that rebound there. Vaughn's trying, my apologies, Bo's trying to take that one. Vaughn gets that one. Who hit it off first? Never in my days, I think I'd see Dr. Emberton trying to talk to the official, trying to get the call. I think I've officially seen it all. I think I can check that one off. I've seen it all.
Yeah. I'm sure she was very, very pleasant about it.
Oh, she always is. That Southern hospitality carried to Huntington.
Yes.
Deep 3 here yet again. No good. Gets that one stripped away. That might be a reach-in. No, that will be a reach-in foul, actually. A hold foul. So now the Foresters have an opportunity here as another substitution comes.
Lawrence Tech is getting their shots. They just can't get them to fall right now, and time's running out as we're halfway through this last quarter of the game.
Yeah, and when you said that Klein and Fisher only had about 8 points combined, that was just incredibly surprising. I didn't notice that until you mentioned it. And the amount of offense they've controlled, foul called here, but they've controlled the offense. They've been the 2 main ball handlers the entire game. And 8 points, that's not something that you see every game in this sport.
You're right, Carson, and Fisher was a leading scorer a year ago. I believe she's second on the team right now, along with Klein. Just hasn't seen all that much production tonight.
A lot of credit to the Foresters, though. This Forester defense has been incredible. First one up and good, giving the Foresters a 9-point lead.
Ryman at the line. She transferred from Clarion University. A nice pickup for Lori Culler as she hits this one.
Coach Fuller doing quite well in the recruiting classes, and I imagine Sarah Fryman probably would help with that. Just the amount of points she scored. I mean, this Forester team was incredibly close to a NAIA national tournament, which was canceled while people were in North Dakota.
Right.
But
they were just 3 points away from beating Taylor, who was number 7 in the country at that point. And that would have put the Forester into the national tournament. So we have another turnover.
Actually, Zook does take that one. Quick correction, though, that they would have had to play Marion in the championship game.
Right, but I mean, the national tournament, if they would have won that game, probably would have punched their ticket into the tournament at large.
Yeah, so this team is incredibly close to getting there. And, I think one thing that they're going to have to do is they're going to have to keep this momentum up for the entire season. The start of last season, they were performing very well. Coach Kohler got her, I think, 3,000th career win. Watch this replay here of the foul. Hamill definitely did get dragged a little bit. So, they had this momentum. Kohler was hitting milestones, inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Just milestone after milestone after milestone after milestone for her in her 35th season here at Huntington. Crazy to think about, for one. But secondly,
she's also the athletic director, Carson. She's got a lot on her plate.
She's got a full plate for sure. Vaughn saves both, and now they're up 12 with 3:34 remaining.
They're going to have to get something quick here, Carson, if they want to come back and compete at the end of this ball game.
So the Foresters, they're going to have to keep this momentum going through the entire season. That's the one thing that I think that they're going to have to keep rolling the ball, keep focusing on important details, and then once they get the conference play, especially when they face the Marians, especially when they face the Taylors, especially when they face the Iwoos, this momentum and this type of play is going to have to keep up.
Right, and they're going to have to sneak a couple victories out there, I think.
Shot clock violation.
Shot violation.
Because I'd hate to say it, but Marion's not going to let you have 20 turnovers and win. I was not going to let you have 20 turnovers and win.
Right, you're right on that.
But, I got it. This is game 3, early season. And I think one thing to even think about, this, St. Francis and Huntington, noted rivals, both played Lawrence Tech and both performed very differently against them. That will be a litmus test for coming conference time. Raymond takes this one in, tries to get a pass off the Bope, does. Sebo from deep. It's good again!
Dagger.
What a shot again. The Foresters, from having a little bit of a sloppy offensive performance to start, have kicked it into high gear and aren't stopping.
Sebo is a really nice spark that this team has. I think if she can continue to hit threes, as Lawrence Tech will come up with another turnover. I think if she can continue to play in that specific role and do it well, this Forester team could be a little bit dangerous.
100%. And I think one thing, looking at the Crossroads League, you mentioned about last year, Vaughn takes this one in and gets it tipped. But you mentioned last year about how...
Travel, yep.
She did travel, but you mentioned last year about how they were only, a few points away from the national tournament. Ending the season at home, fifth place Taylor Trojans, double overtime. Lost to Marion, number 3 in the country. Beat St. Francis after a huge comeback and Sarah Fryman magic, and then lost to 2 at number 7 Taylor. This is a team that can win a conference tournament.
Right.
I have no doubt about it. But a few things to be cleaned up, and these recruits have certainly helped. This is a very different team than what we saw last year.
A very well-rounded team, I think, Carson.
Raymond takes this one in, bounced off, and another 2 for the Foresters. And I mentioned Coach Kohler having those 2 timeouts, and if she would struggle without those, as the timeouts called for the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils. But she hasn't had to use them. Why would she?
Right.
Just a very good fourth quarter performance. But, I think one thing that really, if they can clean up their play in the early stages, imagine where this game could be right now. If the first couple quarters were different, they could be almost near the century mark right now.
Right.
So I think Coach Kohler had a little, early season, couple fine tweaks here and there. This team could be a late tournament punch-in, a possible regular season tournament champion, a tournament champion in general. I have a lot of faith in this team, Ryan.
We're talking all the big numbers here, Carson. Let's get through the season here, and we'll talk about that when we need to talk about it. But right now, got to fix some tweaks here and there, and they'll get better as the season goes, as usually every team does. And we'll see what happens.
So the Foresters had 13 points in the first, 10 in the second, 15 in the third, most of them coming within the last 5 minutes. 26 in the fourth.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Klein takes this one. She's going to send it in. Landgolf is there. She sends that one into Harris. Harris going to drive the lane. They're going to call a foul, and that one counts. And down 15, the Blue Devils looking for a miracle.
Harris has picked up some pretty good minutes here. She's gotten to the line a couple times. Scored some points off the bench for the Blue Devils as she sinks that one.
Sinks both of those. So now they're down 14. Foresters could use another SIBO 3 here for a dagger, if that dagger hasn't already come.
I think the dagger did already come, Carson. I think it's going to be too little too late for the Blue
I've seen
Devils.
crazier things. Like, you remember Texas Tech versus University of Northern Iowa March Madness 2017?
Of course.
Don't count any. This sport's too amazing to count people out too early. But the Foresters definitely have a clock advantage. I will give them that.
That's why we love sports, Carson.
100%. From deep as Zook, no good. Ball being moved around here. SIBO has it. 20-second differential.
That should do it there.
Vaughn can dribble this one out for a few seconds. 20 seconds remaining, so the 20 seconds differential. I think the win would be very difficult, almost miraculous for the Blue Devils at this point. But what an effort this fourth quarter from the Foresters. Raymond has this one 7 seconds on the shot clock. Vaughn's gonna take it. Raymond from deep, no good, and that will be a shot clock violation because it did not hit. And once again, Vaughn, an unselfish player. I imagine she saw the shot clock. The ball was bouncing out of bounds. The horn had to go off. She kept playing.
Right.
She was going after the ball. The horn sounded, seconds after, but my goodness.
Just trying to close it out for the Foresters here.
Coming up in HU action Friday night, Nespros tournament, Ryan.
That'll be exciting. I love that tournament.
Well, it's actually the Nespros Classic this year. It's not a tournament format this year. Vaughn tries to strip that one away. 10 seconds remaining, and the claps start as the Foresters go to 2-1 on the season as Klein tries to dribble this one out. He gets that one blocked. Foresters win on 2-1 on the season. It is 64-50 now, Ryan. And Ryan will be back for an interview with Coach Kohler and some post-game analysis.
This is how we like to do it. Carson Watkins here with winning head coach tonight, Coach Lori Kohler. And Coach, I just want to bring up real quick, on February 28th was the last game here at Platte Arena, women's basketball game. It was a double overtime loss to Taylor. But with all the uncertainty in the world right now, how meaningful is it to be back on this court tonight?
Well, we're just thankful every time we get a chance to step on the court together as a team. This team just loves each other, and they love spending time together. And so when we can be in here doing our thing, whether it's practice or games, we're absolutely thrilled and feel very blessed to be able to have that opportunity. So we early on we adopted the motto, expect nothing, appreciate everything.
100%,
So
yeah. So going into the game tonight, Coach, that first half, a little bit sloppy, couple turnovers, and then that third quarter started, and things were looking a little bit dangerous. They could not miss. They were playing quite well. Couple crucial turnovers, but then you called 2 timeouts and something clicked. What was going on in that huddle that made everything change at the 5-minute mark?
Actually, I wish I knew. We're young, and our nerves just get the better of us. That's what's happened a lot, but I was just very thankful to see us be able to find some of that mental toughness, that internal fortitude, and settle down and get some people to step up and hit some shots. And we're relying a lot on some younger kids to score for us, and so it could be kind of rocky sometimes.
Yeah, I wanted to mention those younger kids. We've seen a couple transfers come in. You had a great recruiting class, but Sam Vaughn, I said it, the last name changed, the production has not. We knew that Sarah Fryman was going to leave a hole in this team, but Sam Vaughn has filled it. She's a very unselfish player. Led in rebounds, led in scoring, led in steals. What are you seeing so far from this team that makes you optimistic for the rest of the season?
Well, we're very deep. We got a lot of people that can come in on any given moment and contribute, and so it's not really me to go a bunch deeper than 8, but this team just kind of deserves that. They show it every day in practice, and if somebody's not hitting on a particular day and somebody else is, that's great to have options. And so we're really excited about what that could mean as we get more experience and get further into the season.
100%. Like, looking into the future, we're only a couple weeks away from conference play. What are you expecting when we hit conference play, and what is your goals for the rest of the season?
Yeah, well, we were picked to finish 7th in the conference, and our conference is so tough, and it's hard to win when you're relying on freshmen and sophomores, but I'm very thankful that we are different than the fall sports where we didn't immediately step on the court and have to play in the conference.
Yes.
We have a few games to kind of get wound up and figure a few things out. And so I'm hopeful by the time we get to those games that we'll be a little bit more mentally prepared and be able to step up and maybe win some games we're not expected to win.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Coach. We love having you out here. Looking forward to the rest of the season. Thank you so
much.
much.
Thanks, Carson.
And that'll do it here for us tonight. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. We want to thank the rest of the FDN Sports crew. Nest Bros Tournament Friday night. We hope to see you here for the broadcast. Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker, and the entire FDN Sports crew, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.